Hello my friends, my name is Ryan Freeman. Welcome to my life. I am taking a break from the office. I have only one class on Fridays. It's a PE class where I get the kids to stretch for about 5 minutes, run a lap or two, and then I play ping pong. So, I've got a lot of time on Fridays, and oh no, starting to sprinkle. Still gonna go ahead with this video. Here's the thing about Taiwan. You never really know if it's gonna start to rain all of a sudden. That's my scooter right there. I do have rain gear there in case it does start to come down. And sometimes it really pours, like it just thunders down, and you'll hear thunder, and then it will clear up. And so you have to sort of live with the rain. You have to live with some differences, like the humidity. It is very warm right now. It's not a very warm day for Taiwan, but it's a warm day for anyone who is not used to the Taiwanese weather. Now it is September, about a week into September. It's still pretty warm. I'm feeling like I'm ready for fall, although they do say that in Taiwan there's not really a fall or a spring anymore. It's basically summer and winter. Okay, so yeah, so I'm a PE teacher at my new school. It's very interesting. At my last school, I taught PE, I taught music, I taught predominantly English, I did jiu-jitsu, I taught a lot of different subjects. I even was in science class and a technological class where we did crafts. I mean, I was all over the place. So I had all of these different types of classes to prepare myself for, either mentally or with paperwork. Whereas at this school that I'm at, I have 12 PE classes. I cooperate with 3 different PE teachers, but my role is basically the same. For the first semester, I am simply to lead the warm-ups in English, and the warm-ups being, okay kids, space out, line up, we're gonna start stretching. We're gonna start with this. What's this? This is your neck, right? And then I go to the shoulders and, you know, all the way down to the hips and the knees and the ankles, yada, yada, yada. Do that in English. And I try to make it fun, obviously, try to get some, you know, participation with me counting, them counting. I'm still figuring it out. I just started this week doing that. First couple of weeks, I didn't really do much of anything because they didn't know what I would be doing. They knew I was gonna be a PE teacher, but the PE teachers, I don't think I've ever cooperated with a foreign English teacher before. 2 of the PE teachers are old school veterans. One of them is brand new, just graduated from university. You got different personalities amongst all 3. And now suddenly they have this Waigoran, this foreigner, in their classes. And how am I gonna cooperate? Now they had some ideas. The administration had some ideas. We've had some meetings. Very interesting meetings. I suggested, hey, why don't I do a little jiu-jitsu? I noticed they had some old judo mats that had been collecting dust for the past 2 decades, they said. So I said, if we can clean those up, I can teach some jiu-jitsu. So we'll see how that goes. But for right now, I'm embracing the role of PE teacher. I like it. I like the energy, because first of all, when you ask most junior high school students, what is your favorite class? Almost all of them will say PE, even if they like English, even if they really like Chinese. Not all, but most. I mean, 90% of junior high school students in Taiwan will say PE. So I get to see them when they're happy, when they're excited. You know, a lot of times, you know, if you're going into an English class, even if you are a dynamic English teacher and your lessons are fun, you still have to work on motivation, because it's an academic subject and it's not necessarily, they might be tired, you know, so with PE at least, they're awake. They might not be running as fast as they can, but they're awake. So I've been playing badminton, ping pong, and we'll be doing all sorts of sports, probably do jiu-jitsu at some point. So those are 12 of my classes. I also run a English theater club, so like a drama club. So I get to That's 2 periods a week where I have 12 students from all 3 grades, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, equivalent of grade 7, 8, and 9. Junior high school in Taiwan is grade 7, 8, and 9 equivalent of America. I have 12 students from all 3 of those grades in my drama club, English Theater Club, where I get to play a lot of my theater games, which are my bread and butter, the things that I love to do and the things that are tried and true that have worked so well for me at my other schools. And then I have a period where I just collaborate with the PE teachers, a period where I train the art teachers in English. I'm just sort of like teaching. We have 3 art teachers at my school, including music. And Taiwan is undergoing this sort of transformation into becoming a bilingual nation, both Chinese and English. And part of that is the teachers have to improve their English as well, not just the students, and not just English teachers, but teachers of a variety of subjects to teach bilingually, hopefully just by themselves without the help of a foreign English teacher. And so they need to improve their English. They need to do demonstrations. And so I've got 1 class a week where I meet with these 3. And I printed off a script that I found online for a 3-person short scene. And we read through it. We talked about what the words meant. It raised some interesting discussion questions that I thought were great. It was a fantastic class for me and for them. And then I have 2 classes that take place after school, but still within my working hours, that are conversation classes that will start next week. And just English, just get the kids talking is basically what I've been told. Some of them want to prepare for a test, a speaking listening test called the GEPT. So I might use something around the GEPT, but I don't really like to teach to a test. I just want to get the kids talking and I want to have fun. And those classes, the cool thing about those classes is I am being paid extra money. So for my required classes now, in most contracts as a public school teacher in Taiwan, when I first came here, the school could have you work to a maximum of 22 classes, including co-teacher planning time. That changed to 20 a year ago, and it's still 20. And some schools will fill it up. They'll give you all 20 classes. My first year, I had 22 classes. Second year, 20 classes. This year, 16 officially, and then 2 extra that I'm getting paid extra. So it is not bad. My schedule is really awesome. Especially that I like PE and that it's new to me, and I think it's going to be a fantastic year. So far, this school has treated me really, really well. We've had some hiccups with the contract. I was given a contract that apparently was the wrong contract, signed it, got the contract from them, and it was different. And then it was my company's fault, my recruitment company's fault. And then we fixed it. And then I was told that was the wrong contract. There was a lot of shenanigans with that. I don't know if shenanigans is the right word, but anyways, there was a lot of difficulties going on with my contract, which is a scary thing, because I moved everything, moved my life from one city to the other, and the contract is my guarantee that I have a job here. But that all got sorted out. Here's the thing. Despite some schools might give you a heavier workload, some schools might just have a slight different way of doing things. For the most part, you could just sort of expect surprises, and you can expect that you will have to deal with some chaos, particularly in the beginning of the year. But from my experience, people in the public school system, public schools that I've worked at, do want to solve those problems. So even though you're stressed out and even though you're thinking in your head, because that's not the way I would do it, that's not the most rational way, and you might be upset, but people are trying their best to fix things and solve things. And I think think I've grown a lot more patient. You know, I'm the same guy I was when I came here a couple years ago. I'm not going to change that much, but I'm trying to learn from some of the mistakes that I made in my first year and my second year as well. And both of those years were great years. I don't regret those years. I don't regret those schools. I love those schools, love those years, but I'm just trying to sort of level up as a public school teacher here in Taiwan. But you know, I'm the type of person that no matter what, I'm gonna make mistakes because I'm a human. And well, I just wanted to say, you know, this has been a very interesting start of the school year. The students here at this school are really nice. By and large, all of the students I've worked at the various schools, I'm going to start walking back. All of the students that I've worked with have been good. I think that the generalization is that kids that come from working class families, like my last school, tend to be a little bit more pure, but a little less academically inclined. Students that come from richer families can become a little naughtier. I've heard that it's not very nice to work at some private schools. But the students I work at a pretty small school. I think that helps. There's not a lot of students at my school, even though it is a good school. Don't want to say too much more. Yeah, my biggest problem right now in my life, this isn't school related, is trash. At my last apartment, at my first apartment, there was a trash truck that came by every day at 5 o'clock, except for maybe Wednesdays and Sundays. But I was home at 5 o'clock, and I can run the trash out. I had to go down a couple flights of stairs, run out to the truck, and throw it in. My second apartment, the one that I just moved from in Kaohsiung, I had a designated area in the building where I could drop my trash and recyclables any time of the day. That was amazing. At my new apartment, I'm back with the trash truck. However, it comes every day except Sundays and Wednesdays, like similar to my first apartment. But it only comes at 3 p.m. and I'm working at 3 p.m. So basically Saturday is my only real day to take out the trash. And you know, if you're ordering Uber Eats and all of that, you know, you're getting accumulating food waste, and you know, you don't want to attract cockroaches and you don't want your apartment stinking up. So I got a huge trash can to put outside on my balcony. And I've had to be creative on how I'm getting rid of my trash. Not going to say anymore. But not breaking the law, don't worry. But I have a bunch of cardboard from furniture pieces that I put together, and I have all of this cardboard in my house, and the recycling truck does not come on Saturdays. So tonight, I'm going to have to take all of that cardboard to another route for another recycling truck. I don't know if this makes sense. You know, trash, taking out the trash shouldn't be so complicated, but it is in Taiwan. And when you live in an apartment and the truck comes, at times you're not there. And I can't take it. I just can't take it anywhere. So I guess something that comes with the territory of living in a city. But other than that, I love my apartment. And I'll give you guys a tour once it's properly set up. All right, I should probably get back to work. I should probably get back to the office before anyone starts to ask, where's the PE teacher? Where's the white PE teacher? Okay, just joking. Thank you guys for watching my channel. Please give me a thumbs up. Ask me any questions you want down below. I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Uh-oh. There's a dog coming at me. Gotta watch out for these wild dogs. You do have to be somewhat careful of these wild dogs. I guess I just give off a bit of a strange vibe. Okay, that's it for me. Bye-bye.